Hello, hey everybody, how are you? This is Michelle Prince coming to you from McKinney, Texas. I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. It is hump day, some people call it, but it's the middle of the week and it's a great week. And I want to talk to you about something that is so important to me, but it was so important to Mr. Ziglar, and that is sales. If you saw the comment, you probably saw I said, go sell somebody something. Well, that may sound a little pushy, or I don't know what it sounds like to you, but I'm going to explain to you what Mr. Ziglar really meant by that. So before I do, thank you all for all of you who are joining. I love seeing who's here. I love seeing where you're from. So in the comments, please tell us who you are, where you're from, and I'll give a shout out to as many of you as I can. Hey, Katie from Pennsylvania. We have Elaine. We have Sukumar. Hello, Muji. Hello, Kimsha. Tell us where you're from. I know we have countries from all over the world that come and join us on these wonderful Facebook Lives. So tell us who you are. Hey, Jacob. Hello, Muhammad from Pakistan. We have Ahmed. We have Benjamin from Kentucky. Jacob, hey. Roberta, hello. Robert, hey. Bruce, surf up 20 plus in South Dakota to get it today. It is super cold in Texas. We do not usually get this cold, but this morning when I dropped off my son, it was about 14 degrees. So a little chilly up here. Down here, I should say. All right, we have Glenn from Utah, and we, let's see, Anna likes Mr. Ziglar. I do too. You know, it's awesome. For those of you who don't know my story, I met Zig when I was 18 years old, and I had the guts to walk up to him and say to him, Mr. Ziglar, I'm going to work for you one day. And you know what? 5 years later, almost to the day, I was working for him in the headquarters in the corporate office in Carrollton, Texas. And it was literally the launch of my career, my passion, everything. And you know, I think about that day because really Zig was selling me on him and on doing what he does. And he didn't even know he was doing it. So when I met Zig, I was at a conference. I was at his Born to Win conference. And there was just something about him. I loved the way he inspired and motivated and encouraged people. I loved the way he was authentic. I loved the way that he was committed to making a difference. And I was sold so much that I wanted to go work for him. And I'm telling you, he sold me, but I think I sold him to hire me. But it was the best experience ever. And one of the things that Zig said at the end of every single company meeting, whether it was our Monday morning devotions, whether it was our sales meeting, whether it was just our quarterly difference maker meeting, is he'd always say at the end of no matter what he was talking about, he'd say, now go sell somebody something. Now, for those of you who aren't in sales, you're probably thinking, well, I'm not a salesperson. Well, let me tell you something. We're all in sales. And if you really want to make a difference, you have to embrace the fact that you are in sales. If you are a mom, you are selling to your kids. If you own a ministry, you are selling to the people that can then help fund that. If you are selling a product, then you obviously know you're in sales. But we're all in sales. And there's so many amazing, wonderful things that Zig taught us about sales. Now, if you don't know this about Zig, he started his career teaching sales success. And that's what we want to do for you. And we want to give you some secrets because, you know, there is so much information that Zig put together on sales and how to be effective. And again, sales, keep in mind, it's a transference of feeling. It's sharing what you believe to give to somebody else to make a difference in their life. That's selling. That is selling. And we have some never before seen secrets that Zig Ziglar shared that we want to share with you. In fact, these secrets have impacted thousands and thousands of people, but I'll give you one person in particular I know that it impacted, and that was Kevin Harrington. And if you don't know Kevin, he was the original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank. And I've had a chance to get to know Kevin over the last couple of months. He and I are working on a really special project together that you all are going to be learning about, this big, amazing opportunity for you all to get involved with us. But his success, he attributes 100% to what he learned from Zig. And he sold over 5 billion, that's billion with a B, in sales. So I think he knows a thing or two about sales, but everything he learned from Zig. So those are some things and why I love talking about sales. So I'm going to go back to the comments because I know so many of you have joined, and just say hello. Hello, tell us again who you are, where you're from. But I'm also curious, how many of you believe you're in sales? And what are you selling? You don't necessarily have to work for a company to be in sales. And while you're doing that too, I should have mentioned, so we want to give those free secrets to you, the ones that I mentioned, that the never before seen secrets that are coming from Zig, that Kevin learned from, that I learned from, that so many successful people have learned from. And all you have to do is just type in the word yes in the comments, and we're going to send it to you right after this Facebook Live. It's that simple. It's totally free. You don't want to miss it. Never before seen secrets on sales by the master of sales, Mr. Zig Ziglar. So let's see who all, gosh, we have people from Malta and Columbus, Ohio, and Oklahoma. It's very cold there too, they say. Nevada, we have Florida's East Coast. How it sounds like my boss who says, I love it. We have Argentine is here with us. We have Wahid, and we have Cheryl from North Myrtle Beach. Michael's saying 14 degrees is when it's warm here in Chicago. You know, I'm originally from Chicago, and I love the Midwest, and I love Illinois, but I do not miss that cold. So my heart goes out to you. Mark says he saw Mr. Ziglar in 1992 in Baltimore, and it changed my life. Mark, my life was changed. It was 1989, so it wasn't too long before you. And I'm telling you, the wisdom, the advice that Mr. Ziglar has put together for all of us to benefit from is truly, truly life-changing. When you take it, you absorb it, and you put it into action. And please take advantage of our free resources. And all you have to do, again, is if you want to get access to this free report with free secrets on all that Zig shares about sales and how to be truly successful in sales, all you have to do is just type in the chat. Put yes, we'll send it to you. But so we have Vincent from Africa. Katie says, oh, yes. What I do definitely can change everyone's life if they let it. I love that. Moses says, words, Zig made a difference. Yes, he did. The young Zig Ziglar looks different than 3 decades older. Well, so yes, he has changed through the bit. So Zig he started his career very early, and he was so fortunate and so blessed to have a very long-standing career of about 40 years or more. And all the while, even though he started in sales, that sales is the beginning of how he began and why we're wanting to share those secrets with you. But then he continued to evolve and change because he realized sales is really just an opportunity to share something with someone else to make a difference in their life. So think about that. What are you selling? What are you selling to the people in your community? What are you selling on Facebook? You know, what are you selling to your kids, your spouse? You're selling something. Are you selling encouragement? Are you selling hope? Are you selling making a difference in their lives? Are you giving them opportunities to be a part of an organization or part of a product that can literally impact them for the better? Maybe for their business, maybe for their personal life. You have an opportunity, but only if you really can master the art of sales. And that's what we want to help you to do. So do not miss those free giveaways. Just type in the chat yes, and we'll get those to you. Renata says, thanks for the secrets download. You are so welcome. We're so glad that you got it. Carol says, we're selling my fiance's singing talent and impressions or reviews of the Stars show. We're in Kentucky. Love it. Yvonne says, I'm a banker from Southern California. Yes, would like to obtain the book on sales. You got it. You got it. You've already typed in the chat. We're going to make sure we get it to you. All of you are going to be able to get this, so do not miss it. So we have Andy from Chester, Pennsylvania is wanting it. Keith says, this is good. I've always denied the fact that any sales was good, but okay. You have to trust me on this. And it's funny because I think we all have different perceptions. I'll just be straight up honest with you. Before I worked for Zig, I said to myself, I never want to be a salesperson because I had a negative image of what a salesperson was. I felt like sales was something being pushed upon you, but it's not. If done correctly, sales is literally the ability to change someone's life for the good. Zig said it, it's a transference of feelings, and it is. When you are passionate about something, when you believe in something wholeheartedly, and you are sharing that with someone else, that is selling. But you have to have that passion piece too. And there's so many other little secrets in there that Zig shares that you have to have, and that's why you want to get this free report. But it's so important to learn these, no matter what you do, because everyone is in sales. Let's see. Walter says, see you at the top in Spanish changed my life. Oh, my favorite book. That was by far. That was Zig's first book. For those of you who don't know, see you at the top. Amazing. Let's see. We have Kim's wanting it. Yes. Mark says, see you at the top. Joan, yes, please. Jeffrey, you're getting it. Carol, I love Zig. Met him in the late 80s. Oh, I love that. Douglas from Vancouver, native jewelry and dream catchers. I love that because what you're selling with jewelry is making people feel good, right? So again, whatever you do, whether you own a company, whether you are the receptionist that answers the phone, you are selling something to somebody. And when Zig said, now go sell somebody something, he was saying, now go make a difference. Go get out there, share your feelings with somebody so that you can impact them positively. So Who's on board for that? I know I am. I want to make sure that I impact people positively. And if that means changing the mindset that selling, we are all in sales, then that's what it needs to take. And that's what I did when I began working for him in the early 90s. I met him in 89. A couple of years later, I started working for him. And that's when my shift of mindset started to happen. And I realized, wow, sales is such a gift. It's such an opportunity to change people's lives, but only if you know the tools and if only you know the techniques. So we want to help you to do that. Tracy says, yes, yes, yes. I love it. Delmy says yes. Jeff says yes. We have somebody asking how to download. We're going to send you a link. So you're basically going to get something from us immediately after, and it's just a link, and then it'll take you to a page. Just fill in your information, and so we can send you those secrets. Leslie said, facts tell, stories sell. Yes, ma'am, they do. Your story has to captivate and be so that emotions are felt. My life has totally been charged by joining this company and helping others to reach their physical and financial goals. I love that. I hear the passion in your typing. So I imagine in person the people can feel your passion and energy, and that is going to make a difference in people's lives. And it's selling. Yes, it's selling, but to positively impact someone. All right, making people feel comfortable in their home with home furnishings. That's what Marcy says. So yes, you are in sales. Cheryl's selling Optimum Health, and Sandra is from upstate New York. We have folks from Long Island just opened a shop on Etsy selling your oil paintings. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, everyone has a gift. We all have something unique to us. Some of us are creative with painting or music or writing, but others of us are creative with just sharing our thoughts, our talents, and still others are creative in different ways. So whatever that is for you, that you have the talent or you have the energy, or not even the energy, the passion, then follow through with it, because you never know who that can impact. But nobody can be impacted positively unless you sell them something, which is what Zig always said. All right, so Deanna, my good friend Deanna, is selling hope and encouragement. Oh, thank you, my friend. Deanna already has this free report. It is absolutely incredible. You don't want to miss it, so just type yes in the comments and we'll get that to you. And Deanna is not alone in selling hope and encouragement. Did you know that you can, no matter who you are, what you are, where you've come from, you can sell hope and encouragement to anyone you meet? And it could be as simple as a smile. It could be as simple as asking someone, how are you? How can I serve you? How can I help you? But never, ever lose the notion of knowing that you can be somebody that brings hope and encouragement to this world, just like Zig. If he can do it, you can do it. We can all do it. All right, so who else? Trudy says, learned from him in high school in 1985. Home economic teacher shared, see you at the top. Oh, that's fantastic. Then saw him in Tyler, Texas in 2000. That's awesome. That is so cool. How great would this world be if everyone in our elementary years or high school years, embraced this information and this wisdom? I was so blessed to learn it at 18, just after I graduated high school, and it totally changed my life. And I know so many of you say the same exact thing. All right. So Leslie's already getting the download. Lola says, love this way of thinking. Whenever I sell, I feel like I'm being pushy. You know, I feel like most of us feel that way, Lola, truly. That's why we're trying to give you resources to just rethink that. Because when you rethink, when you know that something that you are selling can benefit someone else, that is selling, and it's positive. It's going to change their life. So never be ashamed. Never be timid. Zig would say timid salespeople have skinny kids. So if you want to make a good living, if you want to be successful in sales, you can't be timid. You have to be, if the word you want to use is pushy, say pushy. But if it means that you're going to push them into becoming a better person or having a better life, isn't it worth it? I think it is. All right, so Jennifer from Las Vegas wants it. Sharon's getting it. John's getting it. Natasha's getting it. Dominic is selling life coaching to my people. Well, that's changing people's lives, as you know. So the better you get at delivering your benefits of what they get through your coaching, and the more you know how to sell people into the need of coaching, the more people you're going to impact. So definitely need to get good on those skills. All right, Haynes or Hans, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, just said, just download it, must go read it now. Well, go. In fact, I want all of you to go read it now. So I'm going to close and wrap it up by, just reinforcing what I learned from Zig and at a very early age. But here I am decades later, still impacted, still motivated, still passionate about the message that Zig began sharing years and years and years ago. And it started with selling, and it started with learning your craft, and it started with believing that sales is an honorable profession that will impact people's lives. And if you get out there and if you go sell somebody something like Zig says, you will make a difference, personally or professionally, or maybe both. So get out there, do it, download that free report. If you haven't already, put yes in the comments so we can get it to you. I'm Michelle Prince, Ziglar brand ambassador, and super passionate about helping you become the best at all you are, and that starts with selling you on you. Have an awesome day.